Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the threat for severe weather down south and also a snowstorm in the northeast tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk for the Texas and parts of the Louisiana Gulf Coast. And we also have a marginal risk and a marginal risk further up north too. Now, luckily, we only have a 2% chance of seeing a tornado and it's still along the Gulf Coast. But we do have a good chance of seeing some gusty winds in some storms and also some giant hail. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to see giant hail up here. I'm mainly talking about down south. We've been seeing some gorilla hail in Texas for the past like 2 days. It's been insane. So we do have that threat. As you can see, some large hail and isolated damaging winds will be possible this afternoon. This is mainly talking about Louisiana and Texas though. We also got flash flood watches, but taking a look right here in Vermont, we do have a little sliver of winter storm watches. This is mainly applying to people who are above 1,000 feet in elevations. I do think that this storm will be elevation driven until we get that cold air to push down. So we'll start with the Texas Gulf Coast. These storms will be convection driven. So these won't start until the afternoon. As you can see, by 2 o'clock, we got some nice little cells forming. Again, there is a slight chance for a tornado, so if you do get put under a tornado warning, you should take action. But I would say the main threat for this would probably be the hailstorm. I would say probably up to an inch or two in diameter. As you can see, we have some huge Cape values right here. And as we get into tonight, you know, the storms will fizzle out as there's no more energy left from the sun. And then we're pretty quiet Thursday. Storms mainly to the north of Houston, it looks like. Taking a look at Louisiana, it looks like all the drama is happening as I'm recording this video right now. So if you're watching this in Louisiana, it looks like you're pretty much done. We will get maybe a nice little line of thunderstorms just south of Lake Charles by 2 p.m. today, Central Time. This could potentially lead to some flooding, I would say. Mind you, this is the HRRR model, so if it says it's going to happen, I'd say there's a 90% chance it would happen. This model is so good at predicting convection-driven storms. For the rest of the southeast, you know, this batch of rain and storms are going to move out, and then they'll fizzle out as we get to the overnight hours, and then they'll ramp back up tomorrow in the afternoon. Now, taking a look at the northeast, we do have some showers moving through. This model is predicting that this is about like 3 o'clock today. You know, maybe we could see some rumbles of thunder a little bit further south. And then we're going to have a low form off the coast of New Jersey right here. There it is. And already you can see we have some snow developing now. Obviously, this model isn't going to be perfect, but at least we can get a rough idea of when the snow and where the snow is going to start. This is by 11 a.m. come Thursday. We're going to start seeing some snow mixing in, maybe in western New York. And then in the higher elevations of Vermont, where those winter storm watches are, we should see some snow mixing in. And this is by about 12 o'clock tomorrow. Now, this is elevation driven, but mind you, as we get into later on Thursday night, Friday early morning, first of all, we might have a line of thunderstorms push through. And second of all, we're going to start seeing that snow really starting to pop up. Just like that. Now, this is supposed to be pretty heavy stuff. It's going to be wet snow too, so it could accumulate pretty quickly. You could see some giant snowflakes. But since it's April, this snow will melt fast. Now, I switched to the NAM model so we can see a little bit further of what might happen. You can see some pretty heavy snow bands in this. It looks like this is going to linger around for quite some time. Maybe even into Saturday, we're still talking some pretty heavy snow. So now we have to switch to an even longer model. We're going to switch to another NAM model right here. Now, this model is going crazy. Yesterday, this model was saying there's going to be 24 inches of snow in parts of Massachusetts and Connecticut. But anyway, this storm is going to stick around till Saturday and then finally move out Saturday night. That is a really long snowstorm for April. So now, let's see how much snow. We're going to look at the Kuchera and, oh, look at this. Now listen, last time this happened, I was going to go with my gut and I was going to be like, probably only like 2 to 4 inches, but I went with what the model said and they screwed me over big time. That was a big embarrassment posting that on my YouTube. So my gut is telling me that this isn't going to happen, but based on what I'm seeing, this is possible. It just depends on when the changeover happens. So I would say 16, 19, 21 inches, 22 inches is a little bit excessive. Again, this is the NAM model. Let's see what the HRRR model says, at least for the first part of the storm. HRRR model is even saying the same thing, which makes me concerned because I trust the HRRR model. Then again, it looks like it does account for higher elevations. Obviously, they're going to switch over first. European model is also saying a heavy swath of snow, especially in Vermont. So I would say if you live in Vermont, you're going to see a pretty decent storm. Same for you in New Hampshire. You know, you're going to see some decent snow totals. But I would say for Massachusetts and Connecticut, it really depends on when that changeover happens. Or even if you do change over. I'm not going to put any numbers out there. I will say, 12 inches for some places is totally possible. Other small factors like how much moisture is available. Do you get stuck in the dry slot? Do you get stuck in a heavy snow band or something? So anyway, I'll keep you updated as we get closer to the storm. We still have a day to go for the snowstorm. So if you enjoyed, please leave me a like and possibly subscribe. New video out tomorrow. Thanks for watching.